All right, without wasting any time, let's get into mastering the HAVOC. Step number one is obviously going to be coming over here, picking yourself up a HAVOC rifle. I also want you to go ahead and grab a turbocharger. We are going to be using the turbocharger because we want to really nail down the recoil and look at the recoil pattern without any kinds of ramping or anything like that. And then also go ahead and pick yourself up a sight, any sight that you want. If you want a sight, if you're comfortable with the iron sight, that's fine as well. But again, we're just practicing the recoil control. We don't want this to be super hard. We actually want this to be as easy for us as possible to learn in the beginning. So for step number one, we're gonna come back over here. We're actually gonna just shoot this rock right over here. I'm gonna step back a little far so I can see the recoil pattern nice and big, and we're just gonna test the recoil just so we can see what it does. And now that we have the recoil pattern, you've probably seen a lot of people in videos and stuff tell you that you just need to take that, flip it upside down, and then trace that line, and that's going to go ahead and remove that recoil for you. And technically, yes, that's going to work, but you do not want to do that. So keeping that in mind, we're going to look at this recoil pattern and we're going to generalize this recoil pattern so that's as easy for us as possible to remember, and also so we can adjust when we need to adjust. So looking at the recoil pattern, I see the first part, there's like a little hook, right? Well, I'm gonna split that hook in half, and I'm gonna say that bottom part, I'm gonna have to pull down and to the left. And then on that second part, I'm gonna pull down and to the right. That should pretty much smooth that entire hook part out. Now, after I pull down and to the right, I see that it goes kind of up and to the right again a little bit. So then I'm gonna generalize and say, okay, I'm gonna need to pull down and to the left again, but more towards the left than down. And then finally, I see that it hooks around and then goes back to the left. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna need to pull pretty much straight to the right. And technically, yes, it's not gonna be as perfect recoil control as it would be as if you like actually like perfectly trace the line. But as you see, I mean, you're still gonna be beaming people. I mean, you don't need anything more than that, right? And it's going to be making it simpler is going to make it easier for you to also control versus a moving target. So now we just have to remember the order of things. It's going to go down and to the left, down and to the right, mostly to the left, and then mostly to the right. Now, once we have that, we're going to give each of these steps a number, right? From left to right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have half the battle. Now we know the actual recoil pattern path, but now we need to know the timing. We need to know when to stop pushing down to the left and to start pushing down and to the right. And this is when I'm gonna go over here, and all I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shoot this a couple times, but I'm gonna pay attention to when the gun changes directions, and then I'm gonna time that. I'm gonna use that timing to then create a rhythm in my head. I'll show you what I mean. Every time I change directions, I'm gonna count the next number. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I think that I got it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great. I think I have it down. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, right? There's a slight pause between 3 and 4, a larger one than between all the other numbers. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna practice on these targets. Okay, we're gonna shoot each target one at a time. This one, and then this one, and then this one, and then we're gonna go to this one. Our goal here is to hit 550 damage here, 500 damage here, 450 damage here, and then 400 damage here. So keeping in mind our steps and our rhythm, we're gonna use both of those combined. We're gonna try to hit our damage goal here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now that last one's going to be a little harder. Don't get discouraged. It's going to be harder. You're supposed to keep challenging yourself. So now that we've got all of those 4 down, we're gonna move to this bin and we're gonna switch our attention to the moving target using the same thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, the same path. Our goal now is going to be 300 damage, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, 377. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Awesome. Now go ahead and repeat this as many times as you guys would like. Repetition is going to be key with anything like this. I hope I helped you guys out. If I did, think about dropping a like on the video. think about subscribing to the channel. It helps a lot. If you're interested at all in learning how to master the recoil pattern of the flatline, click this video right here. I break it down for you step by step so that you can do the same thing with the flatline. And other than that, man, I'll see you guys in the next video. Turn this shit off.